For over half a century, Audie Murphy's name has echoed in American history as a symbol of courage, resilience, and patriotism. One of the most decorated U.S. soldiers of World War II, Murphy returned from the battlefield to become a Hollywood star, portraying heroes not unlike himself. Yet beneath the public admiration and polished image, a mystery has haunted his legacy, a question that remained unanswered until now, 2 minutes ago. An astonishing revelation surfaced that finally puts to rest the mystery surrounding Murphy's post-war life and tragic death. For years, rumors circulated about what truly happened in the final years of his life, particularly his mysterious business dealings, unexplained absences, and the fateful plane crash that ended it all in 1971. Official reports cited poor weather and pilot error, but many felt that wasn't the full story. Now, newly declassified government documents and long-suppressed testimony paint a very different picture, one that connects Murphy's post-war experiences to a covert government operation and, perhaps, to his untimely death. Audie Murphy wasn't just a war hero and actor. He was also a man deeply scarred by combat trauma. He spoke openly about his struggles with what is now known as PTSD, at a time when few did. But what wasn't known until now was the extent to which Murphy had been involved with classified U.S. intelligence missions in the 1960s. Missions that put him back in dangerous territory long after his military service was officially over. According to documents released under the Freedom of Information Act, Murphy was quietly enlisted by U.S. intelligence agencies during the Cold War for a series of low-profile assignments across Europe and Southeast Asia. His status as a public figure offered the perfect cover. He traveled extensively during this period, officially on business or film-related matters, but often meeting with foreign operatives and American diplomats in what now appears to have been unofficial intelligence work. The biggest bombshell, a recently uncovered memorandum, suggests Murphy may have been under surveillance by foreign entities in the months leading up to his death. There is even speculation based on cryptic notes from a now-deceased intelligence officer that Murphy had threatened to go public with details about a failed operation involving the smuggling of weapons to rebel factions in Asia, a program allegedly tied to both private defense contractors and shadowy figures in Washington. The private plane that crashed on May 28, 1971, in Virginia, killing Murphy and 5 others, was long thought to be the result of pilot disorientation, but a newly authenticated maintenance log reveals that the plane had known mechanical issues, which were not adequately addressed before the flight. Even more suspicious, the pilot, who had a history of flying in fractions, was reportedly chosen at the last minute, raising questions about whether the crash was simply negligence or something more sinister. Murphy's family has remained largely silent over the years, but a close relative, speaking anonymously, confirmed that Murphy had expressed fear in his final months, fear that someone was watching, and that he had gone too far in his efforts to expose certain truths. While the full story may never be entirely uncovered, the new revelations give weight to what many long suspected, that Audie Murphy's life after the battlefield was more complex, more dangerous, and more controversial than we ever knew. The mystery that lingered for over 50 years has finally been cracked open. This confirmation doesn't tarnish Murphy's legacy, deepens it. He was not just a soldier or actor, but a man burdened with secrets, courageously navigating the shadows of post-war politics. In many ways, the truth about Audie Murphy makes him more heroic than ever, not just for what he did on the battlefield, but for the battles he continued to fight long after the guns had gone silent.